Would you like to learn how to speak like a British Prime Minister? Would you like to know what the Oxford RP accent is? Then stay right here, because I'll show you 5 features of the accent, plus what the accent actually is and who speaks it. Now, I have a quiz question for you very shortly. Hello, it's John, your pronunciation and accents coach, and right here you can get a better British accent. Now, back to that quiz question. How many British Prime Ministers have studied at Oxford University? Is it A, 11, B, 28, or C, 46? No cheating now, and I'll tell you the answer at the end of the video, so keep on watching. Alright, first some background to this accent. What actually is the Oxford RP accent? So, Oxford is both a town and a university, right? And the accent is not the same as it's spoken at the university. You could say that it is an affected accent. Now, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, affected means designed to impress, which clearly showed the world you had the best education and the accent to prove it. But it does still come under the broader term of RP or received pronunciation. So, who speaks this accent? Well, 2 Prime Ministers spring to mind. One is Boris Johnson and the other is David Cameron. Boris Johnson is the current Prime Minister and David Cameron is the former Prime Minister, and both of them went to Oxford University. Now, in a minute we'll look at some of the characteristics of the accent, but first let's see where the starting position for RP is. Feature 1 is oral posture. So every accent has a starting position of where the mouth parts should be. This is the oral posture of RP. Let's start with the jaw. The jaw is moved up and slightly forward, and the tongue is up, and there should be about a 1 centimeter gap in your mouth, like so. Now let's look at how to pronounce some vowel sounds which are characteristic of this kind of accent. Feature 2 and vowel sound 1 is the up vowel, or For this sound you have to go to the back of the mouth, as if you're going into song. Check out how I say undergraduate Uxbridge in the following sentence. I was an undergraduate at Uxbridge University before I went to Oxford. It's not true, by the way. Feature 3 is the key diphthong sound or double sound, and it's the O sound. The first diphthong is formed at the front of the mouth, and you'll see the lips closing. O, O. I'll give you an example. I've put a clip of David Cameron, and at 20 seconds into the video, you'll hear him say all that has followed. Feature 4 is S, not sh. Let's look at the word negotiation. The more modern way of saying this word is a sh sound in the middle, negotiation. But in RP, or Oxford RP accent, you can say it with a s sound. Check the clip of Boris Johnson saying this, and listen to the O vowel and the s. In the sentence, we need a bit of oomph in the negotiations. That's quite difficult to say. Takes a lot of practice sometimes, these accents, and this is no different. Okay, let's move on. Now, feature 5 isn't really an accent feature, but it is a language feature, and it is to throw in some ancient Greek or Latin phrases which prime ministers and ex-prime ministers love to do. And if I were you, I would brush up on the classics. For example, Boris Johnson once said, and I'll say it in English, "The health of the people should be the supreme law." Now, I'll leave the Latin phrase up to you, and I've put the Latin phrase below the English version. So I hope you're understanding now and trying to get an idea of this accent. At the beginning of the video, I asked you a quiz question, and I asked you how many British Prime Ministers went to Oxford University. The answer is B, 28. Isn't that incredible? Now that's it for today. Before I go, I have a question for you. or 2 questions. Have you ever been to Oxford? Did you actually go to Oxford University? Maybe you could tell us your experiences of going there and the real accent that really people speak on campus and at the university. Is it as I have said? So finally, if you want to be the next British Prime Minister, I would advise speaking with some kind of Oxford RP accent. It won't do you any harm. Although it does help if you actually went to Oxford University and maybe before that you went to Eton. I'm just saying. Please rise for the next Prime Minister of Great Britain. Bye and stay connected.